All right, can we talk about this brawl? I didn't want to cover it. I really didn't want to speak on it. It just, I want to give my first reaction. When I first saw it, I was like, why are people posting a brawl? Like, I've seen a million ghetto brawls, and usually brawls aren't even allowed to be online these days. Because, like, back in the day, like, if you go back, like, maybe 10 years or something like that, I remember Facebook, Instagram maybe, and, like, YouTube was just full of ghetto brawls and stuff like that. World Star Hip Hop. Well, I remember World Star used to be nothing but street fights. And then they had to transition because they was like, no, no more fights. So I was like, why is this fight going viral? I've seen brawls like forever. I've seen like black people beating up white people. I've seen white people beating up black people. I've seen black on black, white on white. You know, I've seen Karens fighting at their kids' sporting events and stuff like that. I've seen all of that. I'm like, why is this popular? Why does everybody care about this? Then I realized, okay, so it's a race thing. And it's not even that, we don't even know if it was really racially motivated. We could say that. It's easy to say that, but when you, I mean, I'm not trying to say it wasn't racist. I mean, in the South, you know, especially in the South, there's usually, you know, states that are more conservative, and the South has a history of slavery. Okay, in the North, there wasn't slavery. It was just certain states. Slavery wasn't over the entire United States. That's why the Underground Railroad took you to the North, where you could be free. But anyway, besides the point. So when I saw it, I just thought, like, you know, I just thought it was a bad look. Like, why are we fighting? What is the, you know, fight about? Then, you know, when I learned more about the story, and they were saying, you know, about moving the boat and stuff like that. To me, I've been on cruise ships, I've been on pontoons, I've been on river boats and stuff like that. I think what the fight was about money. When I say money, I'm talking about when you undock that boat, that pontoon hits something else. Okay, as it was floating along, even if it's floating along like this, and it hits another boat or another pontoon, it's gonna crash and it's gonna leave some damage. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened, and that's probably why the guy went over there to fight him. I don't think it was really about words. I think the black guy was explaining his part. The white guy was mad. You know, they was probably just drunk and uncooperative. I think that's what it was really about. It could have been about race, but it just looked like two guys disagreeing. I mean, you ever seen a road rage fight? Sometimes you don't even know who's driving the other car. You just like, who's this asshole to cut me off? And then you ever seen a road rage, two guys fighting on the side of the road? Yeah, it happens. So, but you know, a lot of black people get a lot of joy from watching black people finally come together and gang up on white people. You know, because black people don't really have a history of working together. You know, black people have a history of being black people's worst enemy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not really white people that are killing black people. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but most people that kill black people are usually black people killing black people. So, but you know, let's just also call it what it is. I mean, most crimes are committed in proximity. So if you live in a black neighborhood, you'll probably get killed. You know, you have a higher chance of being deleted by a black person. Same with white people. I mean, white people kill white people. Okay, so Mexicans kill Mexicans. I mean, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't live my life thinking that white people are out to get me or anything like that. If anything, I felt more unsafe in black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm just saying racism isn't really the issue now, especially in the first world country in the United States. The biggest issue is people that, if you're black, your biggest enemy is, and I hate to say it, but it's usually people that look like you. You know, so, but not all. You know, in certain places you go where it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's trailer parks and shit like that where white people from the city don't want to go to. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with a black person from the city, or upper class black person, educated, someone who lives in a good neighborhood. They don't want to go to the hood. If you're from the hood, sometimes you don't, you know, you're used to the hood, so you're used to how to survive there. But that's besides the point. Point is, I just thought it was a bad look, you know, seeing black people, you know, because we already have this like image of being thugs and shit like that. But at the same time, it was like it also looked like it was a bunch of racist, you know, you could use that narrative. Oh, it's racist people trying to gang up on black people and, you know, trying to beat up that black man. Yeah, you can say that. But to me, it looked more like a road rage type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cut me off. It wasn't even about race, but it could have been. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like one thing happened, you know what I'm saying, after another. A bunch of people were drunk, and the white people, it looked like the white people were ganging up, but it was some white people that were trying to break it up. You know what I'm saying? But it was a bunch of chaos. So it broke it. It came down to the enemy was the white people, and the white people saw the black people as the enemy. So it was like white people were with their white family, the black people with their the black people with their black friends and family. So they just like, oh, this is our racist moment. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you were somewhere like Canada, or maybe in New York or something like that, just one of those more mixed states and one of those more mixed cities, maybe it wouldn't have, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have went down like that. I don't know. But I know in the South, there's this racist sensitivity, a heightened level of racist sensitivity, and it makes people, you know, especially black people, more sensitive to anything that they see that might seem racist. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you know, I didn't like to see it. I didn't get any joy out of watching it. I was just like, why can't we just get along?
Can we all get along? Can we get along?
The only thing I did like about it was the fact that nobody used any weapons. I mean, other than the chair. It looked like some shit out of a Royal Rumble. Like, I thought I was watching a wrestling match at some point. Now, the chair part was a little funny, okay? But, because I looked at the chair, like, it looked like a plastic chair. If it was like the metal kind, the one, you know, at church and stuff like that, them big heavy-ass metal chairs, yeah, that would do some damage. But that chair looked like some cheap $10 chair at Walmart, you know, some plastic, you know, fly away in the wind type of chair. I didn't think it was really doing damage. From my opinion, you know, I wasn't there. But at the end of the day, you know, let's just all get along and let's just not look at everything like it's racist, because it just aggravates that narrative that, you know, black people are under attack, white people are out to get us and stuff like that. That's not really what's going on. So, all right, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll let you later. Bye.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond